our own interests, our egos to the cross, we will be raised on high along with Jesus Christ. By the cross, love conquers all hatred, all evil, all anger, all things. And yet, being on the cross is anything but easy. If we are looking for easy, we need to search elsewhere, because the life we are called to live in discipleship to Christ will make many demands on us. Suffering becomes our lot, but not simply for the sake of suffering, but for a greater good. St. John of the Cross says, "I saw the river over which every soul must pass to reach the kingdom of heaven." And the name of that river was suffering. "And I saw the boat which carries souls across the river. And the name of that boat was love." There is the greater purpose of suffering, which Jesus came to show us by his life and death on the cross. The cross today has been turned into a thing of beauty by artists and craftsmen, made of silver and gold and other precious metals. The cross is carried in processions and worn around our necks as jewelry. But to the eyes of the first Christians, it had no beauty. Criminals were hung on the cross outside the city, signifying that those who defied Rome would be treated in the cruelest way possible. They were to be treated as complete outcasts. The cross was a symbol of shame and utter disgrace. But through the love of Christ, through his forgiveness and mercy and compassion, the cross has been transformed from an object of death to a sign of hope and of life. That is why we cling so tightly to the cross of Christ, because of his power to heal, his power to change us, his power to change the world. It makes no sense, but in faith we embrace it. The object of death has become for us the sign of eternal life. Barbara Brown Taylor, in her book, God in Pain, wrote, "We need a God who knows about pain. It is not all that popular an idea, even among Christians. We prefer a God who prevents suffering, only that is not the God we have got. What the cross teaches us is that God's power is not the power to force human choices and end human pain. It is instead the power to pick up the shattered pieces of our life and make something holy out of them, not from a distance, but from right up close." Jesus said to his disciples, "Whoever would follow me must pick up his cross daily." Our humanity and this world tell us to turn the other way and walk away from the cross. But Christ lived a life of love. He died a death of love. And he rose to a life of eternal love at God's right hand. Thus, the way of the cross into eternal life with Jesus Christ is through the wood of the cross, by walking each day with our own cross.